Hi, I'm Jackie, and today I want to talk to you about something powerful, something that combines faith and science to help you actually move forward in your life. If you've been stuck, if you've tried everything, if you're wondering if real change is even possible, this is for you. We're talking about EFT, emotional freedom techniques, and why it's not just another self help trend. It's backed by research, and when you combine it with faith, real transformation becomes possible. First, let's talk about what EFT actually is. EFT, also called tapping, is a simple technique where you gently tap on specific acupressure points on your body while focusing on emotional challenges or limiting core beliefs. It might look simple, but here's what's happening. You're sending calming signals directly to your brain's stress center, the amygdala, helping your nervous system release stuck emotions and rewire old patterns. It's not woo-woo, it's neuroscience. Now, I know some of you are thinking, does this actually work? Or is it just another wellness fad? Let me share some research. Dr. Peta Stapleton, one of the world's leading researchers on EFT, has conducted extensive studies showing that EFT, well, it significantly reduces cortisol, your stress hormone. It creates lasting change, not just temporary relief. It works at the nervous system level to rewire trauma responses. Her research has been published in peer-reviewed journals and is changing how we understand emotional healing. But here's what really gets me. EFT is now being used in Australia as a medical and educational intervention. That's right, in schools, hospitals, and clinical settings. They're using EFT because the research shows it works. Students are using it to reduce test anxiety. Veterans are using it for PTSD. People with chronic pain are finding relief. This isn't fringe, it's mainstream. EFT is simple, it's accessible, and you can do it yourself, anywhere, anytime. So, why does EFT work so well? Here's the truth. Your body keeps score. Trauma, stress, limiting beliefs, they don't just live in your mind. They get stored in your nervous system. And your nervous system is designed to protect you by keeping you in familiar patterns, even if those patterns aren't serving you anymore. That's why you can know something logically, like, I'm not too old, or I am enough, but still not believe it emotionally. EFT works because it addresses the emotional charge stored in your body. It helps your nervous system feel safe with change. When you release the block at the nervous system level, you can finally move forward without that invisible resistance. Now, here's where it gets even more powerful for me, maybe for you too. When you combine EFT with faith, something incredible happens. God designed our bodies to heal. He created our nervous systems, our emotions, our capacity for restoration. EFT is simply a tool that works with God's design, not against it. Scripture tells us, you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. John 8:32. Do not conform to the pattern of this world, but be transformed by the renewing of your mind. Romans 12:2. EFT helps us do exactly that. Renew our minds, release what we were never meant to carry, and step into the freedom God intended for us. When you tap while praying, while speaking truth over yourself, while inviting God into the process, you're not just using a technique. You're partnering with God in your healing. Faith says, God can heal me. Science shows, here's how He designed my body to do it. Together, real, lasting transformation becomes possible. This is exactly why I created LifeSet. Over 20 years as a naturopath, EFT practitioner, and neuroscience student, I've witnessed people overcome illnesses, recover from trauma, and step into vibrant, authentic health. But here's what I've learned. Lasting transformation requires more than just one tool. That's why LifeSet combines EFT to release what's been stuck, functional neurology to understand how your brain actually works and rewire limiting patterns, mindfulness and practical tools to restore your authentic self, faith, as the foundation that honors both God and is designed for healing. LifeSet isn't about band-aid solutions or quick fixes. It's about addressing the whole person, body, mind, emotions, spirit. And here's what makes it different. You're in the driver's seat. I give you the resources, the pathway, the proven tools, but you set the pace. You answer your own questions, because this isn't about depending on me. It's about building your system that you'll use for life. I've walked alongside people preparing for exams, overcoming trauma, recovering from surgery, supporting their loved ones. Not dramatic TV makeovers, just regular people doing the work with the right tools and seeing real and lasting change. I've seen this over and over. People who were stuck for years, suddenly moving forward. Trauma they thought they'd carry forever, released. Beliefs that felt permanent, shifted. Not because they tried harder, not because they had more willpower, because they used tools that actually work at the level where change happens. Your nervous system, your beliefs, your whole being. Real change is possible. Not someday, not when you're ready. Now. If you're ready to experience this for yourself, I invite you to join me in LifeSet Growth Hub, a faith-centered community where we use EFT, neuroscience, functional neurology, and proven tools to help you release what's stuck, rewire limiting patterns, and restore your authentic self. Inside the Growth Hub, you'll get the Growth Foundation, 7 modules that guide you from where you are to where you want to be, EFT classes and guided tapping sessions, neuroscience education that helps you understand why you're stuck and how to move forward, a supportive community walking the same journey, opportunities for coaching with me and with group classes, resources grounded in both faith and science, added regularly. The link is in the description below. And if this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss future content on transformation, EFT, neuroscience, and new resources in the community. Thanks for being here. I'm really glad you are. Let's move forward together.